government ministers are saying a lot of things. What it's really about is saving money. They want to adhere to a fiscal rule, cut billions of pounds, and they decided that the way they want to do it, or the easiest way to do it, is to take money off people who need assistance to cut up their food, wash themselves, go to the toilet and get dressed. I don't think that's a Labour way to do it. I think a far more Labour way to try and balance the books, if that's what we need to do, is to introduce a wealth tax. For example, a wealth tax of 2% on assets over £10 million would raise £24 billion, far, far, far in excess of what this bill is planning to save for the Treasury. So
it doesn't seem very likely that Rachel Reeves, the Chancellor, is going to do that. How many of your colleagues, would you say, agree with you about opposing this bill?
A large number, and I think, unfortunately...
Dozens?
Well, more than that. I think that after the statement in Parliament yesterday, I think some MPs who were wavering are now much more likely to vote against, because ultimately none of us got into Labour politics in order to make disabled people poorer. And what's going to happen now, and I say this to all my colleagues, is that people end up being defined by this vote. This vote, if people sit on their hands and abstain or don't vote against these cuts, because that's what it's a bill for cuts tonight, that will hang like an albatross around their necks, and they will be dealing with that in their constituency surgeries Friday after Friday after Friday and Saturday after Saturday after Saturday, when disabled people come to see their local Labour MP and say, I'm in a real problem, I'm in a real financial mess, can you help me? But they'll know that the reason they're in the financial mess is because their Labour MP voted through these cuts. The reality is this as well. Whatever people say in the chamber, whatever people say on TV, I can guarantee you this: if this were a free vote, you would find it hard to find many Labour MPs who would vote for it. If this wasn't a whipped vote, this would 100% be voted down tonight. And so lots of people are going to end up, or some people are going to end up, biting the tongue and voting for this when they don't really want to, and the conscience is telling them not to, because they think it's the Labour thing to do. But it's not the Labour thing to do. And as we've seen with the winter fuel payment cuts, Labour leaders and Labour governments can change their position later on, and that can leave MPs who don't vote with their consciences feeling pretty stranded when they have to face the constituents.